Adele looks through some sheet music in another part of the music store. Harris walks over to start a conversation. And he asks, "Hi, do you like music?" And Adele says, "Yeah, I love music. Music is the love of my life. Have we met?" Harris says, No we haven't. I'm Harris. My dad, Mr. Phillips, runs the store." And I was like, "I'm Adele. I'm from Indiana." Harris says, "Adele? Wow, that's a cute name." Adele smiles and blushes. And I was like, "Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. I always thought my name sounded cute." And Harris says, "But not as cute as your butt." And Adele's like, "What?" No, actually it's more like, "What?" Well, and the script just says what. It doesn't say how she says what, or she's feeling when she says what. Anything. And Harris is like, I mean your face. Yes, your face is totally what I meant to say." And Else asks, "You think my butt is cute?" And I says, "Well, I think you, Adele says, "You're so adorable. I'm glad you think I'm cute." It's Adele. She's kind of gullible, I guess. It's normal for kids her age. And Harris says, "Even your butt?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, it's soft and round, it makes a good cushion. What's not to like about it?" "Well, there's that one thing, but I'm not going there." "And I think your butt is pretty cute too." And Harris is like, "My butt?" And I was like, "No, silly, your grandma's butt. Of course I mean your butt." Harris is like, "I didn't even know guys' butts could be cute, but thanks." Adele asks, "Really? But how is that fair?" Harris says, "Well, I can't really explain it, but I always thought it was more of a girl thing." Adele says, "But enough about our butts. Do you like music?" Harris says, "I like listening to music, if that's what you mean. Not really into playing music, though I remember playing the recorder when I was little." Adele says, "Yeah. Were you good at the recorder?" Harris is like, "I can only play one song, and that was Hot Cross Buns. Other than that, I would just randomly move my fingers on the holes, hoping it would make a proper tune. Eventually, I just gave up altogether." Adele's like, "Do you wish you continued?" Harris says, "Nah, I think music's just a waste of life." Adele says, "A waste of life? No way, I've been playing the bassoon for 2 years and now I'm really good at it. I also play the organ, piano, guitar, violin and cornet." Wow, she really gets around, doesn't she? "And I really enjoy playing music. If you just persist, you can become a professional and be able to make a living off of it." Harris says, "Gee, thanks for the inspirational speech. I'm totally fine just as I am." And Adele says, "Well, it doesn't have to be music. It can be sports, filmmaking, science, really anything." Harris says, "I don't feel I'm ready for anything." Adele says, "Don't fash yourself, you will be." Adele's phone briefly vibrates in her pocket and she's like, Hold on, I got a text message." Adele takes her phone out of her pocket and reads the text message. The message is from Elspeth and reads, "Hi Adele. Just remember, if Harris says or does anything strange, especially about your bum, just come into the back room." Adele replies to the message with, "What if we both say each other's butts are cute? And why are you telling me that?" Harris asks, "Who was that?" Adele saying, "Oh, that was my mom. She said I should go into the back room if you say or do anything weird, especially about my butt. Isn't that weird?" Harris is like, "Gee, I wonder what could have given her that idea." And Adele asks, "You know about this?" Harris is like, "Hell no, I didn't walk up to your smoking hot mom and after spank her butt." But he did. We were all there when he said it, as the audience. Adele gives Harris a shocked expression, and then she's confused. "Okay, how random." Harris is like, "Yeah, I'll say." She bought it. And I was like, she bought the reeds? And then Harris turns back to her and is like, what? No, not yet. I was rehearsing my lines. And I was like, okay then. Adele's phone briefly vibrates in her pocket. Again. Hang on, it's probably my mom again, she says. The message is from Elspeth again. And it reads, well, as long as it's mutual, you ought to be alright. I'm glad you're canty to be around him. Adele replies, thanks, love ya. X. Harris asks, what did she say at that time? Adele's like, she doesn't mind if we both like each other's butts. This is what she's saying, by the way. That's what mutual means, right? When it works the same way for both people? Harris is like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it means that. So anyway, what do you want to be when you grow up? Adele says, I want to be a singer-songwriter. I've always loved singing and I like writing my own songs. Harris is like, really? That's so cool. Can I please hear you sing one of your songs? Adele's like, well, I can't quite remember my own songs without the sheet music, but I'll give it my best shot. May I go and grab a guitar to play while I sing? Harris is like, yeah, sure, knock yourself out. And I was like, you want me to do what? And then she starts crying. Because she thought he meant it literally. Harris was like, not literally. So then Adele stops crying. She's like, oh, okay, sorry. Adele leaves the screen for a short while. Harris looks at his phone and gets strangely excited by what he is seeing. He quickly puts his phone away as Adele comes back with a guitar. Harris looks quite guilty. Gee, I wonder what he was looking at. Adele says, okay, so here's one of the songs I hate. What's wrong? Harris says, what do you mean? Nothing's wrong with me. I'm just sitting here doing nothing, you know? Adele says, you look a wee bit worried. Is something worrying you? And Adele says, me? No, I was just thinking about that episode of Fair Play where Wendell dumped Stella. That was a real downer for me. Saddest episode of Fair Play to date. And on a side note, this is a reference to the South Park episode Raisins, in which Wendy breaks up with Stan, which causes Stan to become extremely depressed. In my opinion, it is the saddest episode of South Park. Also note that there is an actual town in Colorado called Fairplay, which is similar to the fictional town of South Park. That was a little side note written right here. And I was like, oh, that's so sad. My mom doesn't let me watch Fair Play because there's too much swearing and violence. But I think I should check out that episode sometime. Harris was like, good luck with that. Can't even watch it without having 10 minutes of sensitivity training. Oh, and since you're a girl, you probably won't like the part where Wendell goes to that restaurant where the waitresses wear those cute outfits. Because in Fair Play, Wendell was the guy. Yeah, you know, I sort of did a Rule 63 here. I made Wendy a guy and Stan a girl. And her name's Stella Wendell. Well, except this time, well, let's move on. Adele says, and by cute, you mean my friend Linda would be furious because it makes women look like objects, right? Who's Linda? Oh, that's Adele's best friend. She's a feminazi. Harris is like, yes, that kind of cute. No, she's all worried. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. Yeah, but Adele doesn't get all mad about it like Linda does. She's just concerned about it. Harris is like, yeah, it's best you just skip over that part. It's funny, because the name of the frigging episode is Raisins, which is a Hooters knockoff in South Park. And I was like, well, anyway, do you want to hear the song that I wrote? Harris is like, sure, I'd love to hear it. And I was like, well, here goes. Adele plays the introduction to the number I'm Not a Nazi on the guitar. She then proceeds to sing the number, playing the accompaniment on the guitar. You know what? I'm just gonna... I might as well perform this number for you. And remember, I've got my eyes on you in case you get out your phone and look at something exciting, like in the screenplay. Well, okay, yeah, whatever, I'm just probably gonna edit this bit out anyway.